Yeah, what up, everybody? It's your boys, the Exec and Blaze Arch Rivals Picks Edition. You already know, getting you ready for the weekend. Happy holidays to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Blaze is a Grinch. He wasn't going to tell y'all happy holidays.
Son, I'm a Grinch. God, where'd that come from? This dude, man. No, you are a Grinch because I'm broke this year. Don't nobody expect nothing. I'll probably just give my nephew something. That's it, bro. I ain't got it, bro.
Yeah, those are the most important people right there. You know what I'm saying? I already woke up to that phone call this morning, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
Tough.
Before we get into the picks and stuff, I want to talk a little NBA right quick. And I remember last year, Blaze, when the Lakers eliminated the Golden State Warriors, I was like, I wanted to make sure I watched Steve Kerr press conference, right? Because I wanted to see what he was going to say about the season. And he came right out, son, and he was like, listen, the team was never really connected after the incident in training camp. And I was like, bingo, I knew that right away. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked him about Draymond Green, right? And he was like, Draymond Green is a part of our championship history, and if we expect to win more championships, it's going to be with Draymond Green. And at that moment, I was like, they had a chance to get away from him this year, and they chose to bring him back. And you remember,
supposed to bring him back.
Bob Myers quit, and when Bob Myers quit, I was like, Bob Myers probably want to take the team in a different direction than what Steve Kerr wanted to take the team in. That was my thought.
That's why he rolled out.
That was my thought. Now, they said it was something with the ownership group may want to get their family involved. I think Dunleavy Jr. is the GM now. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how he is a part of that. But anyway, whatever the case may be, I felt as if they chose their championship core over the youth movement with Jordan Poole and those guys, right? And with that being said, I don't understand why Steve Kerr, as smart of a man that he seems to be, son, why he can't get away from Draymond Green, yo?
I don't know. Maybe he got pictures.
Son, I'm just at some point, you would have to say, this guy, Draymond Green, is out of his mind, son. We saw what happened this week with him choking Rudy Gobert out. I mean, he threw him in a chokehold in a professional sporting event. And then everybody is like, oh, well, that's how Draymond is. That's not an excuse for his behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous.
Bruh,
that's how he is.
He's struggling, bro, because he wants to be Dennis Rodman so bad. He's struggling, bro. Look at all his antics over the years, bro. He wants to be the modern day Dennis Rodman. I'm sorry, he does. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be recognized as such. Chokehold and all that. The situation with Jordan Poole. But this is one thing I've always said about Draymond. He picks and chooses his battles. Trust and believe. Because he ain't going to do that to Zach Randolph. It's just certain dudes he's not going to do that to. Oh, he picks and chooses. Trust me. You know, he went at Ant-Man. He went at Ant-Man earlier this week.
Exactly.
At the free throw line, Ant-Man was like, son, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, Draymond, listen, man.
Ain't nobody tripping off you, Draymond.
Nobody tripping off you, man. Hey, Draymond, tighten up, bro. Like a lot of these young cats, man, they got a lot of brothers and, you know, they got a lot of homies. And so I'm just saying, bro, like dudes ain't really tripping off you, bro. You're a bully. I mean, I've always thought he was a bully from day one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, you sucker punch Jordan Poole. Okay, big deal. Yeah. You're still a bully.
So it's like, you know, you see the antics, the kicks. Just go through his history. Don't get me wrong, the championships, that's above everything, right? So let's start with the fact that you caused the team a championship, right? Couldn't control your emotions. You ran Kevin Durant out of town. You assaulted Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying? You've basically done all of these things. People come to your defense, right? And trust me, nobody loves 90s basketball more than I do. A good 84-80 game, son. That's the era that we grew up in. That was our brand of basketball. We came for that. But when he gets those games, we sat on the edge. We sat on the edge of the couch during those games, bro. No doubt, son.
Yeah.
No doubt. You can cut the intensity of those games in the air.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching Knicks Bulls game when NBC would roll a promo. In the background, you could hear the guard and defense before the game even started. So, yes, I like that brand of basketball. But, Blaze, people like, oh, in the 90s, what Draymond did wouldn't have gotten him a 5-game suspension. The NBA is going soft.
Nah.
You can't choke
Well,
nobody out.
well, I don't think the choke would he would have received 5 games from the choke in the 90s. But also remember, Joe Dumas said that this punishment was based on prior history.
No doubt.
I mean, he said that. He didn't try to hide it. He said it was based on prior history. So would he have gotten 5 games back in the 90s for that chokehold? Had he had no prior history in the 90s? Nah.
No,
No.
exactly. But it ain't the 90s, number one. Son, I remember
Absolutely.
that game with
Absolutely.
Robert Parrish and Bill Lambier. Do you know Robert
That's
Parrish?
the 80s, though.
Son, he was not put out the game. He played. They did not
Right.
put him out the game.
Right. Oh, no. You could close somebody. You could clothesline somebody back then. You wouldn't get put out the game in the 80s. Absolutely. But all that came to an end, I think, like 89, 90, something like that. When they started, the flagrant fouls and the flagrant 1, 2, like as far as what graded the flagrant was of the foul. So, yeah, like a lot of, I mean, it needed to stop. It did. I mean,
I agree. There you go.
that was crazy, bro. Like they were seriously trying to injure you, like breaking arms and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, what are we doing here? I'm glad David Stern did clean that up. Isaiah can say what he want. Oh, that was Mike going to the league office. Come on, bro. We playing basketball. We're not playing rugby or lacrosse. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out.
I understand a tough playoff foul. I understand
Right.
the NBA has goons and bad guys and stuff like that. I get it. I'm all for that. But at some point, you got to draw the line, son. This guy's a madman choking somebody out in the basketball game, son.
He said a madman. He said a madman. I'm telling you, he wants this. He wants that Dennis Rodman rep. When he leaves and he retires, he wants people to like kind of identify him like the Dennis Rodman kind. He's looking for an identity. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta remember, man. He's an undersized power forward, great defender, but he's an undersized power forward, so he got some insecurities there. You know what I'm saying? He always felt like he got something to prove.
Second round draft pick.
He got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's actually a great point. So yeah, I mean, he just, he wants to be, when he retires, he wants to be recognized as sort of like a Dennis Rodman type guy.
He calls himself the greatest second round draft pick ever.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
No, he's Nikola Jokic. Jokic's a second rounder, right? I believe Nikola Jokic is a second round draft pick. So, but
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I would have
Wait, keep talking.
I would have to go through and check and see, a list of people that was drafted in the second round. But if I'm not mistaken, Nikola Jokic was a second round draft pick. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I feel like I'm Fred VanVleet, but Fred VanVleet is not in the conversation with those guys. But yeah.
What about Gilbert Arenas?
Gilbert Arenas, second round draft pick?
Yeah.
He don't have the championship history that Draymond Green has.
Mm-hmm.
Nikola Jokic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to just go to his profile.
He was drafted
round 2, pick 41.
Wow. Yeah. That is absolutely insane.
That's a steal right there.
Yeah, so Draymond, you're definitely not. Yeah. No. You might be the greatest second round pick as far as a role player is concerned.
Yeah.
Put my Adam Gates on him. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. Nah, you got to get at the Nikola Jokic. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, I would say Jokic at least right now.
That is crazy.
That's wild as hell that Jokic.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Wild as hell, son.
That's insane. That just goes from a man. But you know what though? That just goes to show you work on your craft and you work on your game hard enough. Because remember, he was a fat boy, son.
Trust the process.
He was a fat boy at one time. So
yep, 100%.
Yeah, he gets all the credit for that, bro. That's all him, man.
Yep.
That's all. Because I remember when he had changed his diet. I remember he was saying, and like same thing with Luka. Because Luka would even admit it, like his diet wasn't the best. Luka was like, he eat McDonald's and all that other stuff. Them dudes don't care. Them dudes just hoopers, man.
You know who told him that he had the skills to be one of the best players in the NBA?
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
So who? Luka?
Jokic.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So Them talented cats like that, they see it. You know what I'm saying? He knew
Of
if he
course,
had the
yeah,
work ethic.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? The kind of skilled big man
absolutely,
he was. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell you
absolutely.
about
That's
Jokic,
just
not to go off on a Jokic tangent. You look at how great a player he is and how he can win MVPs and be the best player in the league, and then you look at his point prop. It'd be like 19 and a half. You know what I'm saying? He controls the offense without scoring. It's amazing.
you're right. You're right.
So shout out to him. Hell of a player. You know what I'm
Let's get some
saying?
picks, baby. Oh, that game last night, real quick. Cincinnati's done.
Oh,
They're
son.
done. So, wow, I
Bro,
know.
the whole here's the deal, right? How you gonna not put Joe Burrow on the injury report? You're not supposed to do that, son. The
That's being
players,
investigated too.
yeah,
They're
they're looking
investigating
into
that.
that right now. And then there was their own social media team that posted the photo of him getting off the bus with the wrap on his wrist. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So I don't think I know in Mariah's schedule. He said if lip readers are heard, but he said I heard something pop. So listen, that opens the lane for the Houston Texans to get into the playoffs.
Cincinnati's done.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Especially if Burrows misses a month or 6 weeks or something like that. If it is
Baltimore
what,
just keep on rolling, baby. That's my
yeah,
pick. Baltimore and Philly. We'll see what happens.
yeah, no,
That was my pick.
it's looking pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia getting ready to
Hmm.
go into their tough streak right now. But all right, Blaze, let's get to it. Let's start in college football. In NCAA football this week, I really I got two plays for you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Everybody, New York Giant fans, y'all can scout your future quarterback, Drake May, when North Carolina comes to play Clemson. Clemson laying 6.5 with this one. I'm gonna lay the 6.5 with Clemson Blaze. I think Dabo, listen, it's still a tough place to go to win down there. And I think Tyler and Spartanburg kind of gave a little bit of fire to that football team. So I'm gonna lay the
Hmm.
number. I'm gonna lay the number I'm gonna lay the number with Clemson, and then I am going to go on the road in the Pac-12, and I say that Washington remains undefeated. Give me Washington over Oregon State in that big game in the Pac-12 this weekend. Those are my two college plays for the weekend.
Well, one of my college plays is Colorado tonight. They're
All
going to
right.
get their fifth win tonight over Washington State. Washington, boy, talk about a regression of
Yeah,
Washington State.
they
How they
really
started
fell
all
back.
out.
My man Cam
Wow,
Ward fell back too. I'm like, goodness
they just
gracious.
fell back. I like Colorado to cover that 4.5, whatever it is. I like them. Colorado could possibly win that game outright. We'll see. As far as I'm going the opposite of Washington. I think they
Oregon
fall
State,
this weekend. Oregon State. Well, you remember I picked Oregon State beginning of the season.
you did.
Remember
Yep.
I was telling you. Yeah. So I like their defense. Now I think this is going to be more of a defensive game than what people think. And I mean it could obviously definitely go the other way. But
Yeah.
these both of these teams have pretty good defense, like sound defenses. But like I said, you never know how these college games are going to go. As far as NFL. Oh, God.
Well, you got NFL, National Football League.
Oh, man.
Go
And
ahead,
I know better.
go ahead and lay the 10.5 with Dallas.
I'm going to lay the 8 with Washington. And I know better.
Well, you know what I'm doing. I'm taking the 8 with the Giants because 1-6 against the spread against the Giants. I don't know what it is, but
I'm
it's
going to take
damn.
Washington, man.
I feel you,
And I
man.
know better. I know better. And I'm going to
That
take
number's up to
Washington.
9. It's a 9.5 out there. It's an 8.5 out there.
No, it's 8. Well, the one I just saw was 8.
You
It's
got an
going
8.
down.
Okay, so it's
Hmm.
coming down there. So there you go. It's going opposite direction. That's your only NFL play this week.
That's it. I
I'm
like
going to take.
Washington. I do.
I'm gonna take the Giants. Right. I like the Giants this week. I like Arizona this week. Yeah.
Mm.
And I would sprinkle the money line on Arizona as well, going up against Houston. Remember, I've
Mm.
told you, I've mentioned a couple times about that road 5.5. That road
Mm.
5.5 is cashing, and the team is actually winning the game.
Mm.
Just last week, if I'm not mistaken, Cincinnati and Houston. Houston closed at 5.5. So road 5.5 this season are covering and winning the game outright. So of course it wouldn't work this week. But I'm just saying, I take the 5.5 with the Cardinals, and I would
Mm-hmm.
drop a little something on the money line as well because that spot has been winning. And I think it was one more thing that interests me this week: the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams own the Seahawks. I don't know if I want to go to the window with that yet, depending on how my bread is looking. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Those two right there, the Cardinals, the Giants, and I'm comfortable with that, at least for
What do you
right
think
now.
about that number with San Francisco and Tampa?
Well, that's
It's
interesting right
12.
there too, because
It's 12.
I was looking at Tampa in that spot right there. But
Yeah, that's a
I
lot
just
of points, bro.
well, and then it is a lot of points, but here's the thing. Like, can the offensive line hold up? Tampa can't run the football anyway, and they're definitely not going to be able to run it against San Francisco. So now you got Baker Mayfield throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game. And Mike Evans can get open on anybody, but that worries me, Baker Mayfield throwing the football that much
Mm-hmm.
against that pass rush. But I would
Mm-hmm.
take Tampa if I had to. Big
Just
number. That's
curious.
all I'm saying. Yeah.
Just curious.
Um, that's
That's
really
it.
it. Nothing else really. Buffalo, hey Blaze, Buffalo is still laying 7 against the Jets. Son, is it Buffalo ain't 7 points better than nobody? Correct?
Vegas trying to fool people this week. If I was betting on a game, I'd definitely take the Jets with that 7, bro.
Yeah. Or
Because
leave
I
it
because
alone.
I just think it's more going on in Buffalo than they're leading on.
Yeah,
I
I would
mean,
agree with you,
basically,
man.
Ken Dorsey was the scapegoat.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
the
And
scapegoat, bro.
Kim Dorsey will be with Brian Daboll in New York next year. You know what I'm
Head
saying? So
coach.
nah,
Mm.
he'll be the offensive coordinator.
Oh,
He'll be
offense
the
coordinator.
coordinator. He'll be the
Okay.
coordinator. Dorsey will hire him to be the coordinator. But
Mm-hmm.
if the Giants get the first pick of the draft, it's going to be so fascinating to see what the New York Giants do with that pick. Because I don't think
Mm-hmm.
they draft that black quarterback, son. 100% don't think they do that. I don't. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? The Giants be like, give us Drake May
He said
or
they ain't
trade
gonna
the
drive
pick.
that black
They're not
quarterback.
gonna draft that black quarterback from Washington D.C.
Oh
son.
shit!
You take that to the bank. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Nah, but everybody enjoy the weekend. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Good luck with all your wagers. May the winners be yours. My man Blaze Corey. We out.
Peace.